that's it, I'm gonna record all of you.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to do that. All right, how we doing? Good. What do we got? Who wants to ask a question?
How do you feel about revealing Nolan's fate during the season finale instead of waiting until next season?
We revealed his fate? You mean that he lived?
Yeah.
Well, I think if we had to let him die, like stay dead until the beginning of the next season, and this is where you have to be careful with your audience. One is, I think we would have had everybody screaming Game of Thrones with Sean Bean's exit, you know, which was a terrible surprise, I know, to everybody. Well, that's what I thought, thank you, but a lot of people seem very surprised. And the other thing is as far as your audience is concerned, is, you know, cliffhangers are always a delicate thing. You want to leave enough out there so that everybody comes back to the new season and goes, oh my god, I knew something was different here, you know, Arissa was different or whatever, but I had no idea it was this, without alienating, without losing them, essentially. And I think, you know, the thing with Nolan is I don't think we want to kill him yet, you know. And I don't know if it would have been the right, you know, message to send the audience, like, oh, he's dead, you know, move on. Especially, we did have a few deaths in that, you know, last few episodes. So, you know, losing the guy out of the middle would have been a bit of an add to it. But I would have gone with it. I mean, if it had been the call, you know, it would have been brave. But it's an interesting relationship you start to have with your audience. You know, how much to tease, how much to withhold without breaking trust. And sometimes making big moves like that and then taking them back. Like if you kill Nolan and then at the beginning of the next season you go, JK lols, you know, like you can lose trust, you can actually lose faith. So yeah, it's an interesting balance. I was okay with what we ended up doing.
So follow up on that question. What do you enjoy most about the social media interaction with the fans?
Well, you know, I mean, this whole thing from the beginning, and you guys will probably know by now, I've been on this since before there was a script, right? So, I mean, me and this thing, it's like symbiotic. The whole purpose of this was to attempt synergy in some ways with gaming, but also, you know, we wanted to explore the third platform. You know, so we've got the app, you know, we've got Sci-Fi, was it Link?
Link.
Yeah. Sync, Sci-Fi Sync. So we've got that, but then, you know, through Twitter, Facebook, Vine, hopefully, you know, everything that's coming out at the moment, we can continue this conversation. And that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for an audience that is not only diving into the game every now and again to try and get ahead on story elements, or capitalize on elements that have just left the show and gone into the game, but is also keeping up with us on sync and looking at those, you know, third screen experiences, and making direct contact to us through social media. And that's the great advantage of social media, is that direct contact. I'll answer just about everybody. And if you've had a look at my Twitter account, I pretty much talk to everybody who talks to me. So, you know, then you're in touch with the makers of the show. I think that's the way the Despicable Me Too. I took the kids to the premiere, they loved it. I think that's the way we're headed. I think that this idea of reducing everything to one screen is the future. You know, whatever that one screen is, or whether it's portable and we literally pick it up, plug it in, take it with us, however that manifests itself. But the many portals, I think, is where we're at. Look at you guys here today. You know, look, you're recording on iPhones. There's a real dictaphone. Look, it's almost a flip, right? But then we got that's cool. And then the camera under. There's a morphed iPhone, a camera, you know, cameras. There's a phone recording video, iPad that can record. Like we're here. Do you know what I mean? And it's that idea. So yes to social media, interaction, but more. You know, we want to be pushing those boundaries. And I think a show like Defiance has the opportunity to be somewhat at the forefront of that. You know, we should be anyway. I think if we can make that our charter, that would be a good thing.
I think you definitely are. I think you definitely can. I think
Good.
it's the first time I've ever seen certainly a video game and a TV show linked together so closely.
Yeah, good. And you know, and I think what I'd like to see is those third screen experiences, the social media stuff also start to come down, and we can go further with that. You know, but this is an experiment, and it's as much our viewers and our gamers that are going to define that by how involved they get. Because I'll tell you something, I've been a gamer for a long time. I've been a gamer for 20 years. And I am a gamer. And being a gamer means this. As soon as something comes out, you go, I can't get on the server. It's broken. I've finished playing it now. 10 minutes later, I've finished it. Finished all the content. Right? This is me as a gamer. And we need to get a move on. And I need more content. I need more stuff and I need it now. Right? Because gamers are the most impatient audience in the world. So... you know, what I want to hear is the gamers start to come back to us with suggestions, with feedback, start a dialogue, get into the forums. Like, the more we make this about all of us, the better. Then it's a social experiment.
What do you...
Love it, love it. Audience and us directly as storytellers, that's what I want.
So back to story. So what are you most excited about for your character this
Season 2, I think that there's an opportunity to let Nolan off the chain a bit. You know, we brought this bloke in, he's an interesting bloke, into the town of Defiance, but in the pilot episode we stuck a badge on him, which instantly put a collar around his neck and a leash that attached him to the mayor's office. So let's let him off the chain for a little while. I think that dog can hunt, you know what I mean?
Do you think he's going to change because of the way he was brought back to life?
I don't know the answer to that, but I want that as an actor. That's something I'm very keen to explore. Yeah. I don't think it should just be forgotten.